English is not my native language, so please excuse the grammar. Throwaway for obvious reasons. Okay, first of all, I was. If I'm just going insane, to spend the rest of my life with her. I feel sick to my stomach just suspecting this, but I don't know, I just feel as if something is wrong. Let me explain. Okay, so these last year she has been staying with me. I pay rent/food for everything, and I have been putting in extra hours to fast track my career. The only problem with this is that she is demanding. I have to speak to her every half an hour on Skype and always let her know where I am/going, not complaining, I love it, and when I am not working I have to spend it with her. The last few months she has been complaining that I don't give her all the attention that she needs, and I have sat her down and said that when I am not with her I am building a life for us. Here is where the problem comes in. The last few weeks she hasn't been asking for any attention. I mean none. When I come home she is happy and talks to me, but on the day passed away silent. I know this girl better than her parents. Talking is like breathing. But if she isn't communicating with me, then with who? Can't be her friend, because not one of them can talk with her for so much, and I don't think she is giving me room cause she tell me everything she does. I asked her why so quiet and she said I was just really busy. How can being unemployed be busy? I know this must sound crazy from an outside perspective, but I can't shake the feeling that she is getting her emotional outlet from someone else. I can feel it in my bones, something is off, and it's destroying me. She has never cheated to my knowledge, and I have never ever suspected or thought she was capable till now. Update. First off, thanks to anyone who replied to my last post. It's been a hard few days. Okay, so I decided to have a chat with my girl, but only after I did some snooping. Long story short, I now know she is cheating on me with one of her friends. From what I have gathered from the messages, they have had sex a few times, and she has no intention of leaving me, but that makes me feel even worse. In the messages I found the guy was pleading with her to leave me, to which she then replied to him that he will never be able to look after her like I do. So she was just with me because I got money. This has completely destroyed me. I feel like I have broken every bone in my body. I have taken off work and I'm sitting at a friend's house trying to figure out how I'm going to confront her about this. There is no way that I'm not going to break up with her, but I still don't know what to tell her. I don't want to shout, or cry, or whatever. I just want her out of my life. I want to pretend that this never happened, that I did not waste 5 years investing into a relationship that was founded on lies. Anyway, there it is, the crap storm that is my love life. Final update. Wow, I sort of forgot about this update with everything that happened. So the day I found out of her infidelity, I called my boss and took 2 days off work to sort out this mess. I went over to my best friend's flat, had a long chat with him, but eventually he had to leave for work, so I sat on his couch alone, drinking whiskey out of the bottle. This is when I posted on Reddit. Meanwhile, my girlfriend at the time was in my flat. I own the flat, totally oblivious to the fact that I know. But in my drunken state I devised my plan. Later that day, after sobering up, I called my girlfriend. I told her that I have to leave on a business trip as my boss, who was supposed to go, suddenly fell ill, and that I will only be returning on Monday. She stated crapting on my head about me working all the time, and how the company does not value me as an employee. At this point I am grinding my teeth and just using every bit of my willpower not to shout at her. I tell her that I will make it up to her by buying her a weekend spa trip and spa hotel 2 towns over. She agrees and the plan is set in motion. So I slept over at my friend's place as I am out of town on business. I called her the next day to say that I booked her a bus ticket and spa. She gets pissed off that she can't use my car, but I tell her that the car has been breaking these last few days, and that I don't want her to be stranded 2 towns over. Bus leaves at 12, so I called her at 12:10 to hear if she had left. 12:40 I arrive at the flat and start to categorize everything in 2 piles, mine and hers. 1300 hours the 2 moving company trucks arrived that I organized yesterday. And bunch of guys arrive and stats to pack everything into 2 boxes. 1500 hours locksmith arrives, changes locks. 1530 trucks are packed and all is good. So 1 truck is taking my stuff to my friend's house, while the other truck is taking all her stuff to a storage locker. I block her on all social networks, phone, email, etc. 16:30 My friend goes over to the guy who she cheated on me with, gives him the key to the storage locker, and tells him what I did. He leaves out the part where I am going to stay. 1700 hours get back to my friend's house, and we open up a bottle of wine and drink to new beginnings. Now knowing that the only place where she can find me is at work, I email a photo of her to the company's security office and tell them that this woman has been harassing me and now knows where I work. She also claims that she is my girlfriend. Please don't let her into the building. Next, I cancel the credit card I gave her in my name and stop all the money that I put into her accounts every month. So over the course of the week she has tried contacting me multiple times. She only came to my work once, but I think security probably scared her so bad that she won't come back. Every message I get that starts with "I am so sorry" I delete without even reading. She made her bed and she should lay in it. So there it is. For better or worse, I am done with her. I know I should proofread this, but in all honesty, I just want to be done with it. We have reached the end of the story. Let's listen to some of the comments by our Reddit listeners. Comment 1. If you own the flat, why did you move your stuff out? OP reply. It's a nice place. I can make more money off it by renting it out. Then I stayed at my friend's house, low rent, and in a few good years after I paid off the loan I could sell it. I bought the place to make money off it, but my girl convinced me to stay there. And so that she can't find me. Comment 2. This was so satisfying to read. You seem to be an extremely generous guy, which is all well and good, but in future relationships, please consider dialing it back a bit. Taking care of rent and bills for your girlfriend, giving her a credit card in your name that you pay for, all these sorts of things make you a target for women who will take advantage of your giving nature. But yes, this was well done. A clean break. I wish you all the best. Comment 3. Damn dude. That is some cold-blooded awesome. Did you actually book her the spa thing? I suppose you had to in order to actually keep her there all day. Anyway, nice job and congratulations. You'll be a lot better off with someone who isn't with you for your money and the things you give them. My GF screwed another man right after I gave her a break and got dumped by me immediately. Throwaway account. I've been in a relationship with her for 5 years now. Our couple has always been described as really beautiful or outstanding, and the one and only time we've had a strong argument was for the reason she began to have feelings for someone else. You have to know that when we met she was already with someone that she left for me. Recently we've traveled half the country to settle in a place near her new work, everything was going fine, and we really enjoyed our new home. Here we are, she now tells me that she is in love with a coworker that is 7 years younger, and that she still loves me in a different way than him. I don't know what to do. I really love her and everything we built together, but I can't stand the fact that she loves somebody else. Any advice appreciated. Your words and advice mean a lot to me. I read them all, and they will help me go through it. I'm really grateful that you took the time to write to me. Please continue helping the other people in despair. Thank you all. Update. I've been in a relationship with my, now ex-girlfriend for 5 years. Every single moment we shared was incredible, and everyone described us as a reference of a successful couple. About 8 months ago she got a job half the country away, and we decided to move there. We've already been living together for 4 years. I quitted my job, family and friends, so did her, so we can continue living together. Last week she told me that she fell in love with one of her coworkers and that she didn't know what to do. As I was packing my gears to leave for a moment, she asked for a week to think about the future. For days after today, she told me that she had sex with him the day before. Told her that I'm going to get out of the rent and would come to pack all my belongings in the next few days. Now I'm here wondering how could she be doing that, not even waiting for us to break up to sleep with him. Total disrespect. The fact is, I'm totally devastated. Both by my breakup and by what she did. I don't recognize her anymore, and it's hard to accept that she is the same person I loved so much for so long. If you have any recommendation about getting over it the right way and don't fall into the abysses of depression, which already happened to me last time, thank you all. We have reached the end of the story. Let's listen to some of the comments by our Reddit listeners. Comment 1. Make it so she has absolutely no way back into your life. Block her and remove her from all your social media. She is definitely not the girl you fell for, and there is no understanding the mind of a cheater or narcissist. Grab your freedom and live without her hounding you with her crap. OP reply: Is 800 kilometers far enough? I'll let her enjoy her new life. Comment 2: She sounds really short-sighted, which leads to sudden relationship breaking things like this happening. If she'll do it with you, she will do it to you. She cultivated a relationship with you that culminated in her leaving that person for you. She just did the same thing again 5 years later, only you were the person she left hanging. Sorry you have to deal with this, but listen to the others in the chat. Clean break, no opportunities for her to weasel her way back into your life. Reach out to other support systems, get near family/friends, rebuild your life without her. OP reply: My biggest fear is to not be ready to protect myself when the time has come. She figures out her loss and tries to get back in touch. I think my rebuilding process will be oriented on restoring self-confidence to the point I'll be able to wipe her out instantly as she weasels back to me. Second biggest fear is to become paranoid regarding that matter. As I didn't see anything coming, I would be over-suspicious all the time. May need some medical/psychological assistance to get over it. Wife waited for me to sleep and screwed my best friend on my bed. Now says she doesn't remember it. Well, I don't know exactly how to begin this. Guess I'll start with a little background. My wife has had moments of weekend commitment before, mostly kissing another dude 2 years prior to our wedding. After we were engaged, kissing a girl from her work who was super sexual and flirtatious with her while drunk. A major incident during our honeymoon, drunk, maybe pilled, hospital, couldn't conclude any forced sexual activities/pills. And I knew my friend through a mutual friendship, and we became very close very fast. I forgave every instance, and give her space while she went through therapy for the honeymoon incident. And always been grateful last 5 years. Until last weekend. A year and a half ago, I moved away from the city to a family ranch to help revitalize the farm and support our grandparents who are aging and getting old and frail. This was a major change in our lifestyle. My best friend comes down every couple of weeks, making the 2-hour trip from the city to hang out for the weekend and go back on Sundays. Back when I lived in the city, we hung out almost every weekend as a group. And honestly, with the pandemic, it's been nice to have somebody outside of our immediate circle to hang out with every few weeks. Now I've known the guy for about 10 years, just 2 years less than my wife, and the guy has been pretty interesting as a friend. There've been a couple of odd instances where there was almost a sexual tension between the two of us. However, I'm not bi or not straight, and I thought he wasn't either until I realized